But Christopher, his approval rating has been given a tick after a troubling year. It's just in time for the midterm elections. Do you think that will stick, or do you think the Trump factor will play a big role in the midterms?
Peter, it's a bit like today's polling on the monarchy. There were two polls that came out in Australia today, and one was 75% in favour of the monarchy, and the other one, no surprise from The Guardian, was 50-50. And it's no different in the US. Trump's polling in all states in the high 40s, sometimes over 50, sometimes in the high 50s. That's Trump. And that's half the American voting population. Biden's polling in the 40s. He's not on the upswing, unless you read the New York Times or some of the other left-wing papers. He's getting deeper and deeper in to the mire where it counts, and that's in middle America, and that's in the middle of that continuum. One thing you can't run away from if you're a government or a president is a cost of living. That impacts everybody, not just the rich, not just the people who live in Hyannisport, Massachusetts. It impacts everybody. And he's got to be shaking in his boots because it's impacting middle America.
Christopher, the midterms are, what, 7 weeks away? What candidates should we watch closely?
Look, I think Arizona's a great state to watch. It's got some interesting candidates, Peter. Harriet Hageman is the one who beat Liz Cheney, the high-end Republican, of course. Yes. Dick Cheney's former partner. And she'll be one to watch to see if that vote carries through. She absolutely demolished Cheney with Trump's support. Another one to watch is, well, it gives everybody hope, Peter, is a former TV reporter who was endorsed by Trump and went ahead and won the primary and looks as though she's going to carry it in her particular seat in, well, it's not a seat, she's running for governor in Arizona. And Mark Finch, you see, with Trump's endorsements, he's not just endorsing people to run in the Senate, Peter, and the House of Reps. He's endorsing people for positions like Lieutenant Governor. And the Lieutenant Governor oversees the voting process. So he's reaching into governors and lieutenant governors. He's endorsing across the board. And around 90% of his endorsements have been pre-selected.
Christopher, now I know you've got the best crystal ball in the business. Let's talk presidential race 2024. We've just heard from Biden. He doesn't know whether he's going to run or not. There's talk that this Republican governor in Florida, Ron DeSantis, who happens to be a good mate of Trump's, he could be a possible candidate. He certainly would be the preferred candidate for the Republicans if, in fact, Trump didn't decide to run. But there's every indication, isn't there, that Donald will run. The Donald will run, won't he?
Well, I'm not too sure about that. If you take the raid on Mar-a-Lago as a look over here, don't look at what Joe's doing, then they are certainly afraid of Trump. They're doing everything they can to discredit him. DeSantis is a possibility. He's only 44, so he's a young president. But boy, when you see what he's done busing people up to Massachusetts and busing illegals up to Massachusetts in the last few days, he knows how to make headlines for the right reasons. He's got a terrific communications machine right across the states, and he's using it right across the states. So it wouldn't surprise if DeSantis did. But of course, with former President Trump, you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Fascinating insight as usual, Christopher. Great to see you tonight.
Same here, Peter. Great to see you.